Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Dad Games Badly. We are back here today with more NHL 23 and our Portland Wolves 2 Ways to Win Draft to Glory series. We're heading into the 2043 season, 2044. As you can see, we have a new number one overall player on the team, Stanley Ferguson. Let's go ahead and take a look at these lineups, folks, and just see what's going on. Nestorov, Apple, Danny Bradley, the 81 overall, 37-year-old AHL top six forward, whose role is third line scoring. He's still going to be a number one guy for us. He's got to be. I don't think moving him down really helped anything. Let me just make a couple looks here. Cooperman. Cooperman's actually not a bad shout for right there. I think I'm going to leave that. So Nestorov, Apple, Cooperman, Dante Paul, Ray Jennings, now an 84. He's starting to go down. Paddock, Yarvinen, Finley, Vigier, Burrows, Cook, and of course Danny Bradley. Where do we put him? On defense, Stanley Ferguson, now a 90 overall. Chris Harding, Leo Fletcher is here. He's a Columbus Blue Jacket player. I don't have a lot of good defensive depth anymore. They've all moved on or never grew. MacArthur, 85. Jalen Esch is now an 84. He had quite the drop from an 89 last season over the summer, but he is again 36. So I definitely think Jalen is on his way out in the next season or two. I do have to re-sign him after this, so we would see. And Mika Tukio. The medium 4 is going to make his debut. We're just going to go with it. And then in net, Clapperton is gone. It's going to be Yekimovs and Schultz are going to be our two. 24, 83 overall, not too bad. Kind of getting us to where we need to go. In the AHL, you've got Nevins and Lindbergh, who are going to be our 1-2 punch in the A. And then you've got Cooks, Mouskowitz, Vlad, Sillinger, Doughty, Gonchar, McLennan, Gogol, Mason, Sarno, Larson, and Pessanen. And then defensively, Kulikov, Cunningham, DeLuca, Hernandez, Little, and Steckel. Little is ours, DeLuca is ours, Hernandez, and that's it. It's going to be an odd one, folks. Not quite sure how this team is going to handle things, completely honest with you. So let's go ahead and take a look at our overalls. They still have us listed as a buyer, which means this division is absolute garbage again. Let's go ahead and play this game and take a look at what the overalls look like. Let me as I clean dust off my microphone. I'd say we're bad. Like, defensively, we're better. 81, 85, 81. Yeah, we are definitely not the team we used to be compared to a 91, 73, 79. But I'm really starting to notice that's like what's kind of happening with these teams is there's not like everyone's got like a solid team top to bottom. There's a lot of people that have really bottom sixes, really bottom goaltending, and it's just sad to see. So we don't have anybody on RFA, I believe. Let's just go and double check because it's been a couple days since I recorded last. Is now after the trade deadline, which is fantastic. Nobody wants an extension. Fantastic. All right, so yeah, nobody on RFA that we need to worry about. Let's just go ahead and get into this season. Let's go to January 1st. We'll see how that's going, and then go from there. January of 2044. 21 seasons we've done this. We lose our first 3 games of the season. You'll love to see it. We beat Winnipeg. Lose to Edmonton. Lose to Pittsburgh. Lose to New Jersey. Beat Carolina 7-0. And then who knows if we beat Calgary. 3-6-1. Doesn't... Oh, we may have. No, we haven't. No, we didn't. We didn't. We do have 4 wins on the month. So far, 4-2, 5-2, 5-3, 6-3, shootout loss, overtime loss, win, lose to Vegas. Can we beat Colorado? We do. And then we move on and beat Boston, Anaheim, lose to Tampa, beat Columbus, lose to Montreal, beat Edmonton, lose to the Isles, beat St. Louis, lose to Detroit, lose to Dallas, lose to Florida and Winnipeg, or beat Florida and Winnipeg and Vancouver, but lose to Minnie. Now 18, 17, and 2 on the season. That's good for 38 points. We are, I mean, we could get into a playoff spot. Like, it's not outside of the realm of possibility. We're only 4 points out at this time. Blackhawks do have a game in hand, though. I mean, points totals obviously across the board have been pretty low for everybody, right? Nesty leading the way. I didn't want to go into roster moves, but thank you. All right, Nesty, 38 points, 31 for Apple. Cooperman has 18. Dante Paul has 19. 21 for Jennings. 15 for Paddock. 18 for Vigier. 20 for Finley. 15 for Yarvinen. 11 for Burrows. 9 for Cook. And Danny Bradley is going to be making a jump here, I think, and taking over Paddock's spot. I mean, it was going to be Vigier that was going to get the move up with 18 points. But I kind of want to keep this line together. Paddock had 15. Yarvinen had 15. I mean, Burrows has 9. Or Cook has 9, and Burrows has 11. So, yeah, we're going to leave it like that. I don't hate that. We're going to see how defense is doing. Harding has 13 points. 35 in 37 games for Stanley Ferguson. What a beauty. 7 for Fletcher. 10 for MacArthur. Tukio has 1, but is a +4 in 14 minutes of ice time. And Jalen Esch still killing it, in all honesty. 20 points. Hate to see him drop this low. And goalie-wise, Yakimovs and Schultz are actually having pretty good seasons. I mean, 5 wins on 12 games is not great, but numbers, save percentage, and goals against, +2 shutouts. I mean, I'm not upset with where our goaltending is. Yeah. Lindbergh kind of scares me. He's 24, and he's just not... He's not putting it together in the AHL. I mean, his second year, he was his best year, and then it's kind of been sub 900, and that's not good. No. Ooh. 31 for Silly. I mean, Grayson Doughty is really thriving with 35 points. Who has 19 goals? Quentin Mason has 19 goals? I'm going to put Quentin Mason up here on that line with Doughty and Sillinger. Cool, and then I honestly don't care about defense because they are trash. They are outside of a playoff spot at this time, but we need to follow along as we do. Let's go ahead and get to the deadline here. Honestly, I don't know if any of y'all are actual hockey fans and watched the deadline on Friday the 3rd. Very boring. Nothing happened. Like, outside of, like, 1 or 2 well-known player trades, very little happened. We've won 3 games on the month and have lost everything else. We beat Toronto, beat Philly, or lose to Philly, lose to Ottawa, lose to Chicago, and beat New York. 23 and 5. I mean, we're pretty much sitting at 500 for the month, for the year. Like, we're not going to be the bottom of the league, but we're definitely not going to be anywhere near a playoff spot at this point. I just slowly see it creeping away. Honestly, you probably give the Leafs over the trades that they have made prior to the deadline in the last, 2 weeks. I would probably give them like an A. Sucks losing people, but, recouping some draft capital and, getting rid of somebody who isn't really been fitting into the lineup every night. And Rasmus Sandin does suck in getting rid of a player like that, but also, like, you got to think of what the future is needed. And their Leafs are totally in win now mode. Same with the Bruins. They made a couple really good trades. Edmonton actually did something which I was surprised they were able to pull off. So you really can't hate on what it's been. So 28, 30, and 6, good for 32 points. Nesty with 60. 48 from Apple. 32 from Cooperman. 36 from Paul. 42 from Jennings. 43 from Bradley. 27 from Gier. I'm sorry. Did Finley play last year? He did not. Finley's having a wicked rookie season. Vigier played last year, though, right? Yeah, he's played 4 years in a row. Having his best season, by far. Beating 21-42. Or 41-42. Järvenen's not doing too bad on that line. 15, 12, and 20. I mean, again, not perfect. Yeah, Francis Cook has moved down in potential as well. Goalies, Yakimov, Schultz is doing fine. He's won one more game, though, in 6 more games. But again, I don't blame what's going on here on the goalies, because there's nothing they can do. Defensively, Harding, 53 points. I'm sorry, if Stanley Ferguson keeps this up, there is no way he's not winning the Norris this year. I mean, Tukio with 3 points, still +5 in 14 minutes. Jalen Esch with 28. Yeah. There was just nothing I could do to get that to go away without putting Harding down on the third pair, and I'm just not breaking up my top defensive pair. Former Norris, current Norris favorite. Not going to get rid of any of those guys. Yeah, I mean, Nesty's the guy right now. Used to be Danny. Now it's Ivan. And we just keep going. We're going to go to the 12th. And we beat Florida. We beat Winnipeg. Lose to Vancouver and Minnie. Beat Pittsburgh. Beat New Jersey. Beat Carolina. Oh, we're going to start winning now, are we? Beat Calgary. Lose to Seattle. Lose to Washington and Nashville. Beat the Leafs. Lose to Philly. And finish it off with a win. 37, 36, and 9. Good for 83 points. I mean, that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, top 10 or bottom 10 team in the league. Everybody's played their 82. Perfect. Let's go ahead and take a look. Nesty finished with 76 points. Not too bad. Ferguson was 62. Only a +11, though, so that started going down because he was a +33. Apple was 61. Bradley still with 55 points. Jennings with 55. Paul with 49. I mean, that second line is exactly where I'd want them. They probably would have been better if I had kept them together the full season. Finley, Cooperman, Vigier, Esch, or Järvinen. I mean, 35 to 43 points on that third line. Can't hate. And then you got like Paddock, Burrows, Cookie. 20+ points. Not bad. And Tukio still 3 + 2. Can't hate. I'm not going to look at the awards this year because I'm just going to get pissed if we don't win it again. You know what I mean? So, Carolina, LA, San Jose, New Jersey, Anaheim, Florida, Vegas, Nashville, Seattle, Boston, Arizona, and New York. Columbus, Chicago, Toronto, and Detroit all make it. And we are number 24. So Calgary was the worst. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Vancouver. How did they end up beating us? Goals for? They went to ROW. Whatever. I'll take 9. Did they make it in the AHL? They ended up becoming the top 5 team in the league. Ridiculous. Grayson Doughty was 76 points on that second line. It'd be really nice if some of these guys actually had grown. So let's go through the playoffs in the AHL. They lose game number 1 against Syracuse. Game number 2, they lose that one 3-2. They win game number 3, 6-3. Game number 4, can they win that one? They do. Tied at 2 now, heading into game number 5. They win that one. Up 3-2 in the series. Can they win game number 6? In Syracuse, they do. So they continue on into the second round, which is absolutely love to see. Sillinger with 9 points in 6 games, on to face the Utica Comets. In round number 2, they lose game number 1. Game number 2, we win that one 5-4 in overtime. Game number 3, we lose 3-0. Game number 4, we win that one 6-5 in overtime. Series tied at 2. Heading into game number 5, we win that one 5-3. And can we finish the series off in game number 6? We do 5-4 in overtime. 3 overtime wins and a regulation win. You love to see it. Sillinger now has 13 points in 12 games, and he just keeps going. Moving on to face the Charlotte Checkers. Honestly, if we lose to anybody, it's going to be them with their 500 record. We win game number 1, 3-0. Game number 2, we win that one 3-2. Can we keep the momentum going? We do. 4-2 win. Can we head into game number 4 and sweep the Checkers? Let's find out. We do. 1-0. You love to see it. Smauskowitz, 16 points in 16 games. Now the leader. Moving on to most likely face the Gulls. And yes, we'll be facing the Gulls in the finals. They were very similar to us, in all honesty. Win game number 1, 5-2. Game number 2, we lose that one 2-1. Game number 3, win that one up 2-1, heading into game number 4. We lose that one 4-1, and we head into the game number 5, tied at 2. Game number 5, we lose that one. We need to win out from here. We need to win the remaining 2 games. Can we win game number 6 to keep the series alive? We do not. And the Huskies are out in the Calder Cup final to the eventual winners, the San Diego Gulls. Congratulations. And we'll just continue on through these games here, because Chicago and Florida have moved forward. And who is going to win the series? The Florida Panthers come back to win the Stanley Cup. Congratulations. This is their second cup in, 3 years? 4 years? Something like that? Yeah. Oh, sorry. Their third cup in 5. Dynasty. Carolina won the President's Trophy. We know they face Chicago. Let's see. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Individual awards. Zan Canaro winning the Art Ross and the Hart. Kukkonen winning the Norris. Okay, I'm going to have to go back and look at that. Lady Bing going to Little. Tarnstrom getting the Calder. Saprikin. I also want to look at that. Calder going to Conn Smythe. Coyle winning the Vezina and the Jennings. Oh, I was going to say it's been a while since Yakimov's won, but there's just been both teams winning. Cool. I do want to quickly look at the Defenseman of the Year. Defenseman for the league. Did we get screwed again? No, he had more points. That goes to him. And a butter plus minus. I won't be upset at that one. And rookies. Gentile had 64. Finley and Cooperman. Yeah. Okay, so we didn't earn it. pretty damn close, though. Can't be upset with those young guys that are coming into this team. And, yeah, we're heading into the offseason now. Salary cap looks like it's gone up a tad. We are going to have to do draft interviews. We stick at number 10. Apparently I can't count. 32, 33, 30, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24. No, that's 9. How did I go from... I mean, probably for ROW. They just didn't count it that way. Goodness. All right, well. View retired players. Are you kidding me? Did this mother trucker not retire? Connor Bedard is retiring, Daniel. Piernis, Ranta, Huberto, like... Goalies. Gabe Dagg, Stanley Cup winner, finally retires at 37, is a 67 overall. I mean, numbers aren't bad. Well, I mean, last year was better. We say goodbye to a legend in Gabe Dagg. We thank him for everything. Chris McPherson as well is retiring. Chris, let's take a look at you. Oh yeah, you did 2 seasons with us. Are you honestly, you have not played since 34-35? Are you kidding me right now? Wow. You didn't even get a shot with us, actually. Alright, let's take a look. Casey Cunningham retires. Not ours. Neither is Leo Fletcher. Really surprised Danny didn't retire. And if he becomes a coach or a scout, he's coming to the team, right? God, I just signed you, you bastard. I just signed this guy as a coach last season and he retires. My goodness. Yes, draft interviews. Who am I picking at 10? I mean, Ned Goldman would be dope. Rupert. Alright, Clarence Gormley, not going to be ready. Confirmed two-way, though. Landon Jennings. Offensive defenseman. Mowers. Alright. I'm going to interview Jalen Mowers here. Sorry about that. My kid wanted to talk to me, and I told him to go away. Yes! I mean, Jalen Mowers is the guy, right? Ready to make an impact? What's your weakness? Is it physical? It's got to be physical, right? If it's skating, I'm going to be a little upset, but it's definitely going to be physical. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Jalen. Getting another Jalen on the team? I mean, even if he's medium 6, I'm not going to be upset, but I don't think he is, because, like, look at this. Well, I mean, he could be. Medium 4 in Horcroft. Also would not be terrible 2 years out, though. I mean, Conley. Oh my god. There's like 3 Horcroft would be the guy I would get if nobody else was available. Eminger. I want to see if anybody out here looks like they would be worthwhile. Yeah, it's not looking like it. Okay, we're just going to go. We're just going to get into it. Let's go ahead and get into the NHL entry draft. Sim, 2 pick 10. Jennings went, Pedersen went, Rupert went, Gormley went, Spooner went, Goligoski, Goldman. I mean, it's honestly between these two. Do I take Mowers, who has 46 goals, or do I take the guy who had 27 and 70? No, I'm going to take Jalen Mowers. I need more centers. I know I don't need more centers, but Jalen Mowers is the guy we're going to go after. He is a 78, medium 6. Let's just sim the next couple picks here. Bourgeois. Nilstorp. Oops, I hit the wrong button, didn't I? Apparently. Connolly was a 78. I mean... Ice Pack and stick him up compared to Mowers. Shut down an Ice Pack. I mean, pretty much getting the same guy. Horcroft was a 71, so he would have been the guy I didn't want to take, honestly. Alright. Beautiful. We did look at Sonnenberg. I don't know if I want to take him. He is 6'3", though. Nope. I mean, it's honestly just going to be that guy. I honestly don't want to take anybody else. Okay. I just want to see if anybody is, like, 2 years. Nope. It's definitely going to be that forward, then. Herdina. The low 6 gem is a 62. You love to see it. No trades. In the next series, we'll be doing trades. Houtanen is still available. I mean, honestly, not terrible. Farmer, Johansson. And Orlando Byron at this stage wouldn't be terrible. Waters. Jonathan Kern. I mean, 3 years out. He is kind of enticing me right now. Okay. Forwards. Is he defenseman? Kern? Oh yeah, I'm taking Kern then. He is a medium elite! Are you kidding me? He's 19 though, and he can't skate, and he can't really do much, but, I mean, that's a solid pickup in the 3rd round. I'm not going to complain. I have not had any nice picks like that as of late. Uh-huh. All right, DeLuca's 5 years out at 18. He's 5'10". No. I mean, I'm not saying no to Schaefer, actually. Can't skate, 5 years out. St. Pierre, nothing to give me. Offensive zone. I mean, he probably is, but he's 20. Schaefer's at least 17. We're going to take Freddie here. Low 9. I mean, I'm not going to hate on what we're doing here. Vico, Corazzini, Dackel, Zyarkov. Ooh. We're just going to take Zarkov here. He is a medium elite goalie. Not good, but he's 17. 6th round. Honestly, been doing alright here, but I want to see what we can get. Garbage. All these. Ooh. Who's that? Angelo Farrell, eh? No, he's a sniper. Yikes. Jonas, 20. Don't want to get anybody that's like super old. Vigilante? I mean, you're just not good. Jorgen Hagos, I mean, I kind of want to take him, but I don't even think he's a playmaker. I think he's the guy. Nasir Khan. Now let's just take Nasir here. He's a playmaker, so we'll offer a trade to the Panthers. Nasir Khan. To the Panthers. Beautiful. Yay, we're going to be cheering that we picked up a useless pick prospect that will never play for us and an earlier 7th round pick. Are you kidding me? DeAndre Von Vig? Was not even looking at this guy. Not even once. That's okay. Hensick. Let's take Hensick here. He's an offensive defenseman. That's okay. We'll get rid of him next year. So the big thing that we need to worry about are contracts for people like Fergie. He wants 17.6. I mean, I'm glad I have money and I need a solid defenseman. But I think I'm going to RFA him and just see, right? Like, what happens? If not, I'll get him cheap for a year. I mean, Esh, I got to redo a deal. Vajir is now 80. I would like to see him come back. Danny Bradley is now a 79 at 38. I'm going to have to re-sign him. Finley needs a new deal. Burrows, Cooker, Yarvinen, Sillinger. Yeah, none of these guys are really where I need to be worrying about. And Yakimovs needs a new deal. What are you looking for, my guy? I mean, this is probably going to be the best that I can get you at right now. 6875 times 0.85. 5.8. And then that would leave me with Schultze, Lindbergh, Nevins, and O'Byrne. Honestly, I think Yakimovs is on his way out. just being fair. Actually, let's do this. All skaters. Danny, can I re-sign you? $5.3 for 1 year. I mean, I gotta sign the guys that I want to, like, the guys that are gonna retire on this team. These are the guys that I care about right now. 3, 1. There you go. And Eshi doesn't want one, but I'm gonna give him one anyway. He's now an 80. Jesus, 7,975 times 0.85. Those are the two that are going to get deals. Everybody else can fuck off. So let's sim to the re-sign phase and just see what these two do. Poirier can bite me for now. Worry about that in my off time. Danny Bradley comes back. Jalen Esch comes back. Perfect. Not upset with that at all. So we are going to leave this year. I'm going to go through the re-sign phase and then come back next season strong. And by strong, I mean bottom of the barrel. Most likely, as we were this year, hopefully get a little bit of a higher pick. But definitely think, you know, we're just going to be kind of plugging along the last couple seasons. 44, 45 is coming. 45, 44, 45, 45, 46, 46, 47, 47, 48. 4 more seasons after this, folks. So thank you again so much for coming and hanging out with me. I do appreciate each and every one of you. And until next time, fam, much love. Bye-bye.